I was going to save it a little bit, but we'll jump right now. So, guys, we can't. So here's the thing: we can't dox the jury, right? So we're not going to go and say, "Oh, this person's name is Bob Smith, and they live on 323 Maple Lane, and blah blah blah," you know. But we'll just say this: the basic identifiers for them, and some basic information about how they're looking. So, for example, like the makeup of the jury, is it more men or women? Is it
more men?
More men. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a thing.
There's 3 women, and there's one that's questionable.
One maybe.
Legitimately can't tell if it's a man.
We've got a Pat.
Woman.
Oh yeah, man. Right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's maybe one for Amber's camp. We'll see.
And a variety of ages too. There are some young people. There are some boomer age people, and there's even one that looks almost elderly. Like, well, I shouldn't say what he looks like, but
don't
looks like a little bit older than boomer. We'll say
older than boomer. So we're talking like fought World War II level.
Not quite that level, but
almost.
Approaching that. Yeah,
almost. Yeah. Korean War maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and you said so in terms of the reactions. What are their reactions to this? Do they have any reactions to anything that's been said?
Not really. I believe they have been given some kind of instructions, like not to do that, like not to be reactive or something, because even when everybody else in the courtroom is laughing at Johnny's jokes, they don't do that. They don't laugh. And there was one point where I was trying not to, and I couldn't hold it in. I had to like cover my mouth. I was like, oh, I shouldn't be laughing at this. But it was one of the text messages where, you know, he had called her like a cunt or something, and he just made this comment like,
I would laugh too. I would laugh at that every single time.
You know, isn't it right that you said in this text message here that dumb whore, that filthy whore, that hooker? That's what he called her, like a filthy whore and a hooker. And I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, they don't do that. The jury, I think, has been given instructions not to make any visible tells like that. However, there are also a couple of them who are wearing face masks. So even if they were, it would be really hard to get a read on if they do a light smile or, the little like things that you wouldn't, that even if you're trying to hold it back, like you can still kind of see that in the face a little bit, your facial tics and muscles and stuff. So I can't see that with some of them. And plus I always sit on the, on Amber's side because I get a better view, I think, there. I haven't sat on the other side really.
That's why she made eye contact with you.
She thought I was one of her supporters, I guess. That was on the second day, and then I think she realized that nobody's there for her very quickly.
Nobody is here for you, Amber. Nobody cares about you at all.
Yeah, right. There was one individual juror who his eyes would get real big like this. He'd make faces like that, and then we found out he had a hernia because I thought,
oh no,
the one guy making expressions and stuff. But then I thought, is this just how he looks? Does he just do that a lot? It's hard when you don't have baselines on people. But there's one who I feel is incredibly autistic that takes copious amounts of notes, going through these legal pads, and not even looking at people. He spends most of his time just writing notes and then occasionally glancing up. There's another one who kind of perpetually looks concerned. He's got this thing with his eyebrows. He's always like that,
But it's permanent. It doesn't really move. He's always in that face. And then there's resting concerned face
who he looks surprised. He constantly looks surprised, and his eyes, he doesn't turn his face. His eyes dart from one person to the next. And I was like, oh, that's such a weird mannerism. Why not just turn your head or something?
That is really odd. But the percentage, I guess I can ask this. The people who are wearing masks, because now it's not required, right? In Virginia, right? Non-required.
Nope.
So the people that are wearing masks, do they tend to be the elderly folks, or is it just some of the wells in the night?
Actually, one of them is a furrowed brow guy. and that person looks like they're probably around my age. And then there's a female, and then there's the questionable one.
Okay.
So,
Okay, this is lining up. The questionable one is like lining up in a certain box for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I know which news network she's watching.